Hello everyone. The main purpose of this video is to discuss a little bit about the Central Bank of Armenia. What is it? What are these functions of the Central Bank of Armenia, obligations, etc. This is considered as a project in the Armenian government class at the American University of Armenia. So instructor is Gabriel Balayan, and group members you can see me, Edgar Andresyan. This is a picture of the Central Bank of Armenia. The main headquarters is in Yerevan. And let's discuss about the key tasks of Central Bank. As you may know, the Central Bank regulates its financial sector, the commercial banks. In countries, the name could be different, as a central bank, reserve bank, or monetary authority. It is an institution that manages the state's currency, money supply, interest rates, etc. Central banks also usually oversee the commercial banking system of their respective countries. In contrast to commercial bank, a central bank possesses a monopoly on increasing the monetary base in the state and usually also prints the national currency. So it usually serves as the state legal tender, and as an example you can go and explore the European Central Bank, which is the central bank in the Eurozone countries, Bank of England, Federal Reserve, and Federal Reserve is the central bank of the United States. I am passing the word to my friend who will discuss about the monetary policy conducted by the Central Bank of Armenia.
The Central Bank of Armenia is a legal entity in part with state functions. The primary goal of the CBA is price stability pursuant to the Constitution of Armenia. Since January 1st, 2006, the CBA has been exercising an inflation targeting strategy which lays down that the forecast level of inflation is an intermediate goal and the interest is an operation goal. The CBA coordinates the primary goal with the government of Armenia as stipulated by the Armenian law on state budget and approved by the National Assembly of Armenia. The CBA itself decides on the strategy of monetary policy it implements, as well as intermediate and operational target indicators that are contained in the monetary policy program and subject to presentation to the National Assembly. The program outlines the main directions of the monetary policy and the monetary instruments which the CBA uses in order to fulfill its objectives. The CBA also conducts a foreign exchange policy. Starting from June 2006, Central Bank of Armenia, within the scope of the law on Central Bank of Armenia, officially adopted new framework of inflation management, moving to the strategy of inflation targeting. In view of price stability, the Central Bank of Armenia develops, approves, and implements a monetary policy program. During the first week of each quarter, CBA forecasting team presents the inflation forecast for the upcoming 12-month horizon. Future monetary policy directions necessary to minimize deviations of projected inflation from the target, which are discussed during the board meeting. At the beginning of each month, CBA boards decides on the level of the CBA refinancing rate, the repo rate, while each quarter it determines the policy directions for the given quarter.
History. The earliest coins found in Armenia date back to the 6th to 5th centuries before Christ. Coins were widely used in Armenia from the beginning of Hellenistic age, second half of the 4th century BC. Armenian coins of that period normally depicted portrait of the monarch on the obverse and mythological symbols, as well as name and title of the king on the reverse in Greek inscriptions. A new era of money cycle arrived after the annexation of Armenia to the Russian Empire, the first half of the 19th century. Money issues of the empire and, for the first time, paper notes were put into circulation. On November 22, 1993, the local currency, the dram, was put into circulation. Starting 1998, banknotes of the second series in nominal value 50, 100, 500, 1000, 5000, and 20,000 drams were put into circulation. Since August 24, 2009, the banknote in nominal value 100,000 drams was put into circulation. In 1914, there were 10 banking institutions functioning in Yerevan. On March 20, 1922, the State Bank of SSRA was established. The first governor was Martin Sahakyan, who held this position until 1924. In 1924, the Yerevan branch of the State Bank of SSRA was renamed into the Yerevan branch of the State Bank of the Soviet Union. In 1988, the fourth and the last charter of the State Bank of the Soviet Union was approved, saying that the State Bank is the country's head bank, the unified issuance center, and the organizer of credit and settlement relations in the national economy.
The national currency of the Republic of Armenia is the dram. The exclusive rights to issue our currency belongs to the Central Bank of Armenia. When in 1991 Armenia was proclaimed as an independent republic, there was a need to create a national currency. So on 27 March 1992, the name was chosen for the Armenian currency, the dram, and sketches for the future banknotes were prepared. There were a total of 2 series of banknotes produced. The first one entered into circulation on November 22, 1993. While on circulation, the Central Bank of Armenia started working on the second series of the banknotes. The first series of banknotes entered into circulation on November 22, 1993, and while on circulation, the Central Bank of Armenia started working on the second series of the banknotes. Banknotes of the first series circulated until 2005, when they were replaced with a new and developed second series of the banknotes. The design concept of banknotes changed, and they became more sophisticated in terms of technical parameters. They were now more in line with international standards and trends. The banknotes which replaced the first series began portraying the most famous personalities who have left an invaluable imprint on the culture and historical heritage of Armenia. The banknotes of the second series were issued in the form of reprints, keeping with the overall design as well as inscriptions. In the process of reprinting, particular attention was paid to improving the security of banknotes and bettering their overall quality. Nearly all of the achievements of modern security technologies, varnishing, use of holograms, OVI, etc., were introduced. The number of security features at the moment reaches 17, which is why the Armenian banknotes are able to meet the high standards accepted in security printing. The design of the graphical sign of the dram offered by Karen Komendarian and Ruben Aricyan was approved and chosen out of the other design proposals under the Central Bank of Armenia Board Resolution No. 25 dated back in 2001. The sign of the dram was registered in the State Standard of the Republic of Armenia in 2007 and in the ISO Unicode International Standards in 2012.
The main objective of the Central Bank of the Republic of Armenia shall be to ensure the stability of prices in the Republic of Armenia. The Central Bank shall develop, approve, and implement monetary policy. The Central Bank shall issue the currency of the Republic of Armenia, the Armenian dram. The Central Bank shall be independent, thus performing the tasks and functions granted by the Constitution and the law. The international cooperation has allowed the Central Bank of Armenia to begin realization of the received credits on transformation system, maintenance of balance payments, financing of private business, institutional and rehabilitation loans, and other similar programs. The sole founder of the Central Bank is the Republic of Armenia. The Central Bank is independent from state authorities of the Republic of Armenia in implementing its activities in the context of setting targets and deciding on the tools to achieve these targets. Independence is needed in order to implement effective policies aimed to maintain price and financial stability. In doing so, the Central Bank makes its contribution to sustainable economic growth in the longer run.
And for further information, you can visit the Central Bank of Armenia website, which is a very deep, very thoroughly organized web page, and you can explore the web page for finding anything about the Central Bank. It is the richest source for finding the news, or I don't know, the conferences, the statistics of the Central Bank of Armenia. And you can see our Wikipedia article It provides general description of what Central Bank of Armenia is, the obligations, laws, regulations, and etc. You can go and visit that page, and links you can find below the video. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching this video. Hope this helped you. Thank you very much.